Welcome to our executive interview series at AI Talks, presented by AI Scoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Scott Kupor, Director of the U.S. Office of Personnel Management. Scott, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Wyatt. Great to be here.
One of the questions I'd like to get your thoughts on are, where are you seeing AI move from pilot projects into real operational use inside OPM or agencies more generally? And what's making this shift possible now?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple examples of what we're doing right now. So one is we run a call center for retirement services. And we have a very outdated system there. Customer support, as you probably know, is one of these areas where the opportunity for AI is incredibly important. So leveraging knowledge bases, being able to put self-service in the hands of people's tools, where appropriate, using AI chatbots and things of that sort. So we're in the process of actually building out a set of applications that we hope will be done by the end of this fiscal year to help move that forward. So to me, that's just a very obvious and fairly simple example where we can deliver, in my mind, a much better service to the American people, and we can do so with greater efficiency if we actually utilize AI.
And then second, what have been the hardest barriers to AI adoption inside government or the areas where you're working in, and how is your team overcoming them?
Yeah, so we've got two, I would say, big challenges. We've got a bunch of challenges, but let me give you two that I think stand out. One is just on the talent side. So, the government traditionally has not done a great job of attracting software engineers with modern software expertise, AI expertise, data scientists, things of that sort. So one of the things that we've been doing at OPM, which is for cross-government purposes, is to find ways to attract early career engineers who have those modern skills into government. So we've got a program called Tech Force, for example. That's a big initiative focused on that. The second thing I'd say is we have to change the cultural discussion within government. So, I come from the venture capital world where we do, quite frankly, crazy amounts of risk, and clearly we can't do that in government. But government basically has been in a zero risk culture for almost, most of its time. One of the things we have to be able to do is to have a conversation to say, let's understand the risk, but let's also balance those against what the upside opportunities are and change the culture to one of experimentation and recognize that, okay, we may not get 100% on everything, but as long as we're not taking crazy risks like jeopardizing our national security or, things of that sort, it's okay to take a modicum of risk if we think the upside opportunity from AI actually enables that.
Terrific. Well, Scott Kupor, thank you for taking just a few minutes to share some of your thoughts with us here at AI Talks.
Great. Thank you, White. I appreciate the time.